Om Namah Shivaya. Last satsanga we were speaking about categories of people, yes, ordinary people, spiritual aspirant, and next we'll see other categories. Now I will repeat the part of ordinary people in the book, page 46. Ordinary people. By ordinary, because in Spanish ordinary is ordinario. Especially in Argentina, when you call a person ordinaria, ordinario, is bad manners. Bad manners, ordinario. In this case, I don't mean bad manners. Yes, you can have well manners, but you are ordinary, you are ordinario, because common. So it's not extraordinario, yes, extraordinary. So by ordinary, I do not at all mean rude people with bad manners. I mean people who are not interested at all in the self, in God. That is, they think that they are totally free. You know, people like this, it's common people. And that life is always like this, that they will finally die someday, but they accept it, they're not worried, and that they are happy due to the presence of others around, etc. This kind of people may be very intelligent with reference to knowledge about objects, but they miserably fail with reference to the subject or self. For example, most scientists in this world are like this, materialistic, all the time speaking about the origin of the universe like matter, energy, matter, all the time like this, never an intelligent, never mentioning an intelligent. But we live in a world of intelligence, yes? There is an intelligence in this world. We are intelligent, yes? And we modify this world with our intelligence. So why they don't include the intelligence of God in the creation of the universe? A superior intelligence. They're materialistic. All the time like this, all the time with gases or rocks, and more gases, you know, the way they are. When you see the history of humankind, of the earth, it's all about rocks and meteorites impacting this rock and creating life somehow. And well, all this craziness, yes, it's like this, materialistic. And they are very arrogant too, most scientists, because why? Because they predict the destiny of the universe. Are you sure? So they predict that in the future the sun will be destroyed, and in the future, all the things that will happen. But to predict something like this, you need to know all the factors involved in the process, and they don't know all the factors involved in the process of the universe. Because some factor can appear all of a sudden, they don't know, and change the whole thing. For example, in the past, they didn't know the dark matter and the dark energy. And all of a sudden, these two factors appeared and changed completely the theories. You understand? So they don't know. And they never realize that there is an intelligence. There is an intelligence in the sun. So the sun doesn't want to die. The sun wants to evolve to a galaxy. It's not logical. It's not logical that the sun tries to become a galaxy, try to expand. So why to die? The sun will die, there's this and this. Why they're so sure that the sun will die and will destroy the earth in the process? And they know everything about the future, but not the future 1 year later. No, billion and billion years later that nobody can imagine. We don't know what will happen the next World Cup, football World Cup. And they know the future of the universe, billion and trillion. And this is vanity, arrogance. Yes. Please don't be like it, because you don't know all the factors. All of a sudden, something can appear and destroy your theory. They don't know all the things. So they're like this. So they populate the YouTube with a lot of documentaries about the destiny of the universe. And I was watching one more than 1 hour, And at the end, the black holes, and later they will be evaporated, the black holes and this. But really, they don't know. They don't know even who will be champion in 2026 in the football World Cup. So nobody knows. So how you know the destiny of the universe? And they all the time forget the creator. The creator, you can call him Brahma, yes, according to the Vedic thing, or you can call him directly Shiva in our Trika vision, the creator of all. He's an intelligence, superior intelligence. He created all this that you enjoy. You have no idea how your body is working, yes, your heart, the exact balance between your fluids inside your body. This intelligence is controlling everything for you. So why so arrogant? Yes. Well, they are ladies. They have knowledge, but they have a lot of arrogance, more arrogant than knowledge. Okay, and all this knowledge is all the time about the objects. And it's in this respect that they are ignorant despite having a university degree, perhaps, or even the most impressive award given by the most prestigious academy in the world, and so on. Many of them are very useful in keeping this world up and running, of course, but they are anyway of no use when the subject known as spiritual liberation is to be dealt with. They have simply no idea about that. Or their ideas are just dull. The vast majority of people in this humankind are in this category, unfortunately. And next we have categories of people that are like animals. Yes, you know these people, yes, masses of people. You know, you see them on this planet, yes, with bottles throwing at the police and the police shooting them. You know, these people like animals, yes, well, this is a category very low. I was speaking about intelligent people, but common people, ordinary people. And hence, it's no surprise that this work performs so poorly from a spiritual viewpoint. For a spiritual viewpoint, it's very poor, very poor. Next, we have spiritual aspirants. These are limited individuals, naras, who got just fed up with being in the prison of their own minds and bodies. So they say, I'm fed up with suffering. Okay, I want a solution for this, to this. They know for sure that they are not free at all. They are not like the ordinary people, thinking that they are free and we have freedom. They say, yes, all the time they have freedom, we need freedom, but not freedom, internal freedom. They need external freedom. They desire to find a way out of their misery. Some of them are more advanced, obviously, but all of them are in search of the self, whether they call him God, real I, peace, Shiva, redemption, Brahma, etc. Whatever the name, they are in search of God, of the self. I call self, God self in this book, yes, in order to simplify, not to put Sanskrit words a lot. Now, concentrate your attention on the spiritual aspirants, a real minority. There are many ways to classify them under a number of categories in order to deal with them properly. I will use the following method, which is given in the Parabhairavas scriptures, in Malini Vijayotara Tantra especially. As it is obviously, I will customize it in my own way in order for readers to fully understand me. This is why I am adapting the ancient teachings to the modern times. First category, a Buddha. Buddha means awakened, awakened. From the verb Buddh, to awake. I will show you. Some people in their massive ignorance about Sanskrit, it's very common, this thing. Here. So they say Buddha comes from the verb Bud, maybe. No. No. Buddha is a past participle coming from the verb Bud. Ah. So why the double D? Okay, because it's like this. Bud, to awake, to wake up. To create the past participle Buddha, you have to add ta. Na. In this case, ta, with this kind of root. Don't worry, don't go crazy with Sanskrit. Ta. When you put but plus ta, you get Buddha. But ta is a hard consonant and dha is a soft consonant. Cannot exist together in the combination. According to the rules of combinations, ta has to become da. Now. Next, another rule says that this da had to move to the previous syllable. Put like this. You see? Rules of combination. The same for the word siddha. Perfected, yes, perfected being, a great being, siddha. From the verb sit, to be successful, to attain perfection, plus ta, siddha. And for D moved before da, and you get siddha, past participle of the verb siddhi, to be successful. So siddha is a person who is successful in spirituality, obviously, but can be siddha in every field of this world. It can be a siddha, successful in something. But we use in spirituality, it's a perfected being. Okay, you understand now? So it's not so simple like the verb sit and the verb bud. No, it's not so simple. My God. So a Buddha. Buddha awakened. A denies. It's negative. A Buddha. Unawakened. In Sanskrit, a denies. What is a Buddha people? It's ordinary people. Are unawakened. They are not awakened to their own self. You tell them, who are you? I'm Gabriel. I'm this guy. I'm Argentinian. I'm husband, I have children, blah, blah, blah. But I don't have children, but imagine I have children, I have a family, I'm blah, blah. I'm an engineer, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. This is common people, yes. They will never tell you, I'm the inner reality. I'm the self. I'm the controller, the eternal, like in Upanishad, yeah, the eternal controller. No. They will tell you, like ordinary people. You immediately detect them because when you ask them questions about them, real them, they don't know anything. They reply in simple way. That's why with them you have to behave simply. You have to behave simple with them. Don't be complicated. Don't tell them, hey, you are not you are not Gabriel, you are this. No. Tell them, yes. Like we say in Spanish, correr para donde corren. So you have to run in the direction they run. You understand? Correr para donde corre. In the direction they run, you run. So if I ask some people like this, who are you? I'm not going crazy with, oh, you are Shiva, look at that. Yes, you are Marcelo. Marcelo, look at you. You are Argentina. Yes, I'm Argentina. Marcelo, I'm husband, I'm engineer, I'm doctor, blah, blah, blah. So I never go deep because they are unawakened. You cannot wake up an unawakened person. Even if you are guru, you're gonna wake up. For a guru to be effective, he needs a disciple. Without disciple, the guru cannot do anything. So if I cannot, imagine you, yes. Why you try to change people is useless. Try to change. No, useless. You have to run in the direction they run. They tell you, you have children? Yes, I have children. Oh, well, Luz, you are very nice, very happy. Yes, I'm very happy with children. You have to tell them all they want to hear. This is my strategy of it. I don't go deep because they cannot change till they become a spiritual aspirant. When they become a spiritual aspirant, they continue to be ordinary people, but they start to become disciples. They are not so shallow. They are deeper. Yes, so I can speak with you in a way I cannot speak with other people. Yes, it's clear. Yes, I can speak with you in a way I cannot speak with other people. Well, the same. But with the rest of people, don't go crazy, trying to be deep. No. Tell them yes. If they ask you who are you, I'm Gabriel, I'm Robert, I'm Tamás, I'm Natalia. Don't tell them I'm the inner reality. No, don't go crazy. Tell them what they want to hear. And I'm you. I'm your inner self. They don't understand. There was a story about we call those people unawakened fools. But fools is a bad translation. It's mudha in Sanskrit. Mudha in Sanskrit means under the power of moha. Mudha comes from moha, maya, moha, under the power of maya. So those people are under the power of ignorance. Translation is fool, but not fool because they are idiots. No, they are not idiots. They can be very smart, but no. Fools because they are fool in spirituality. So you cannot change fools. You cannot change mudhas. You understand? Or you will be like this guy who wanted to transform a barber into a great siddha. You know the story about this guy? The king received a very good, how it is, shaving by his barber. Very good shaving and good haircut by his barber. So he said, I'm so pleased with you, so prasanna in Sanskrit, pleased. I'm so pleased with you that I want to give you what you wish. I want to be a siddha, the barber said. I want to be a siddha. I want to be a great sage. I want to receive worship. Okay, no problem. I will make you a siddha, a great sage. So he went to it's a long story. He went to the Brahmins, to the priest there and told them, okay, make him siddha. Make him siddha. Fast, yes? Hurry up because I'm in a hurry. So they told him, we cannot, it's difficult. We don't have this power. I'll make him siddha, I will cut your head. So fear, yes, the priests. Okay. They started to make some ritual there, to do some ritual, to do something, yes, and put this guy, the barber, in the middle of the ritual and start to do some ritual to try to influence him, yes, with this ritual, to elevate him somehow. But it's impossible to do it. Even a guru cannot do it if the other guy is not disciple. If you have the desire to be a great sage, doesn't mean that you can do it, yes. So the priests were so scared that they went to a sage in that town, in that city. Famous sage, respected by the king, this sage. I don't remember the name of the sage, maybe Namdev or something like this. I don't remember. And I'm not good at telling stories. My guru was good at telling stories, but I'm not. And in Tekashaivism, we were not interested in telling stories. You see that in Tekashaivism, there are now stories around all the time now. But in the lineage of my guru, yes, it's very common to tell stories, to show teachings, to teach. So this great sage in the city realized, oh, this king is not using his discernment. Okay, don't worry, I will do something. Don't worry, told the priest, yes, this great sage Namdev or someone. And so he move to the opposite bank of this little river where they were doing the ritual for the barber. Yes, the priest there at the ritual. So he waited for the king to go there to the ritual. So when the king arrived there to the ritual to watch what the priests were doing with the barber, he put in front of him, he grabbed a donkey with him. You know donkey, yes? Asiol, Russian, asiol. Grab an asiol with him and put there. So I grab a big stone like this and start to polish the guy, to sand, like sanding, yes? To scratch like this. And the donkey, yes, at first, okay. But after some time, it started to feel pain with the stone, yes, doing this, polishing on him. So sanding on him. So it's hard. And I started to bleed, the poor donkey. So the donkey started to shout, yes, hijo, 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 hijo. You know the sound by donkeys, yes? And so this sound interrupted the ritual. So the priest is watching and Namdev with the donkey. And the donkey, he wanted to run away, the donkey, yes, with pain, a lot of pain, and continue Namdev with blood and the stone and well. Horrible thing. And the king, yes, what's happened? What is the scandal with this poor donkey? So told Namdev, what are you doing, Namdev? Yes, shout at him, the other bank of the river. I'm trying to transform this donkey into a horse. Polishing. So the king said, you are a fool. You cannot transform a donkey into a horse like this. So Nander replied, in the same way you cannot transform this fool into a great sage. So the king realized and stopped his desire to transform this guy into a great sage. And so you cannot change a fool. Remember this. You are wasting your time. Or he's completely indifferent to what you say, or he will start to discuss with you to present arguments, and it's useless. And you can never win this argument because he will have some other argument, and it's useless. Don't waste your time. So this spiritual aspirant is like ordinary people, but and as this type of spiritual aspirant is still a beginner, he's almost like the rest of ordinary people. Nonetheless, he's searching for the sense of life. It's different in this. For liberation, for God, etc. They have a vague idea, yes, not very clear, vague, foggy idea of their search goal. And they are not fully satisfied with life as it naturally is. People are satisfied with life like it is, yes? They protest, but they don't want to change their life, to have a drastic change. They don't want. They resist changes, yes? It's very, very usual that people resist changes. Look at all people with cell phones, yes? No, I don't want cell phone, for what I don't need. I want, I saw a guy in the past on TV in Argentina, a guy say, no, I don't want a smartphone. I want a phone to make calls only. I don't need a smartphone. All guys. They resist changes. In the past, when the Oxford University was founded in England, a lot of people resisted universities. So all the time resist changes. When the workers discovered that the Industrial Revolution was starting, yet with machinery, they resisted machinery. So people all the time resist change. It's typical in people. You change something very drastic, or no, yes, they protest a lot. It's like saying in Russia, okay, we can simplify this language, Russian language, to make it more popular, more simple. Yes, oh, scandal. Imagine, scandal, our language is the best. You know the way they are. Yes, people are like this. Try to change Russian here. Tell them it's very difficult, this language. Or in Hungary. It's very difficult. Why not simplify to make it more simple? It's common sense, yes? But they don't have common sense. This is the problem. They resist only. No, never. Hungarian too, I suppose, is the best. It's the language coming from our ancestors and all this shit they have, yes, but they resist changes. You can have a better language. Yes, you can have a better language, but no. Why? Because it's human nature, like shit. And the smaller the country, the more shittier the country becomes. So you go to these countries in Europe, yes, small like a coin like this that disappear in the map, yes? You go there and tell them, can you change your language? No, it's the best language. Only 3 people speak the language. 3 people, 3 or 4. It's the best language invented and created from the beginning of time. It's okay. Well, this is human nature. It's hard. And that's why it's so difficult to change. That's why, because nobody wants to change. But spiritual aspirants are different. They want to change. They have some resistance to it, but anyway, they try to find some change in their life. Not change to be thinner with the belly flat. No, it's not speaking about stupidity. It's speaking about change in all life, drastic change. They understand that there must be something more for them. They feel this, yes? There is something more. And they feel that there is someone superior to me, yes? There is someone superior to me, some being superior to me. This is a Buddha, but anyway, they are still unawakened. Buddha, awakened, second category. This is a spiritual aspirant who has knowledge about the self, but he still has not had a strong experience of him. However, he has solidly planted his feet on the spiritual path, figuratively speaking. He has a good idea of where he goes to, but he lacks more experience of his own self. Every time he gets in touch with his power, with Shakti, he becomes unconscious. He's famous, this guy, this Buddha guy, because he's all the time unconscious in the void when he meditates, in the void, unconscious. Therefore, his trances, his samadhis, are full of unconsciousness in the form of void. Some of these Buddha aspirants stop here their efforts, considering that the self is a void, and consequently they are fully liberated. Nonetheless, they are not fully liberated. They are fully wrong. Who is the most famous Buddha aspirant in history? Siddhartha Gautama, Buddha aspirant. He stopped there. He thought the void is the maximum. It's the highest reality. And he stopped there his travel. But no, he's fully wrong. Not fully liberated. This is not liberation. This liberation is temporary. It's liberation from pain, because when you are in the void, you don't feel pain. It's like with anesthesia. You don't feel pain, but you don't have bliss. And your nature is Chidananda, Chit and bliss, Ananda. In really, it's not Ananda, it's Ananda. This is the right pronunciation, Ananda. Is your essence, your essential nature is Chit, consciousness, and Ananda. It's not unconsciousness void. No, it's conscious, to be awakened, and Ananda, bliss. Next, we have the Prabuddha, well awakened. I remember when I was a Prabuddha. When I wake up in the morning, I have a vision of the blue pearl in front of me. If you see the blue pearl, blue dot of light, is blue in front of you, and you know that you are him. You have no doubt about it. This is a Prabuddha, well awakened. This is a very advanced spiritual aspirant who is marked by the experience of the self at the beginning and at the end of wakefulness. In general, at the beginning, I experience. Sometime at the beginning when I wake up, yes, when I wake up. Sometimes, for example, I was translating and I have my bed beside my computer, yes, in my room, my computer. So I rest in the night because I was tired of translating to rest my eyes and rest. And all of a sudden, fell asleep. So next I woke up again and see the blue pearl in front of me. I remember. Very good. This is the Prabuddha. So at that time I realized I'm Prabuddha. I moved beyond Buddha. I was so happy. So at the beginning and at the end of wakefulness, dreaming and deep sleep. In my case, all the time with wakefulness. He became free like Shiva for brief instants every day. When he wakes up, when he's falling asleep, etc. He's almost ready to attain the next and last category. So Kshemaraja called this guy Prabuddha like a Suprabuddha, the next category, but someone waiting for Suprabuddhahood, someone waiting for the highest state. So I was waiting. Suprabuddha, perfectly well awakened. This is a great sage. Perfectly, perfectly. Pra, well. Buddha, awakened. Perfectly well awakened. This is a great sage. Though this category is related to a spiritual aspirant, the ones here are no more aspirants. Aspirant what? They already attained the goal. But full enlightened people. They are inconceivable and free like Shiva himself. They are like the well-awakened ones, but the experience of their self lasts forever. Of course, the passage from well-awakened to perfectly well-awakened is usually gradual. But in the end, a perfectly well-awakened person has the experience of the self constantly, and not only at the beginning or at the end of wakefulness, dreaming, and deep sleep, as in the case of the well-awakened one, Prabuddha. This state cannot be attained by any human efforts. It's just his gift to the brave aspirant who strives so hard for his own freedom. The existence of these great sages justifies the existence of humankind on this little planet. So this humankind is justified, their existence on this little planet, by the existence of these siddhas, these suprabuddhas. While all the beings are inherently divine because Shiva himself dwells inside them, in all of you, as it were, only the perfectly well-awakened ones is absolutely holy. This is our gurus or sages or spiritual poets, is already awakened, fully awakened. All the spiritual teachings come always from the self himself and from these great sages who are the self incarnate. They know the how-to in spirituality, and therefore they are absolutely fit for teaching a spiritual aspirant. You cannot teach before, except under the supervision of a Suprabuddha. Like a Prabuddha, you can teach, but under the supervision of a Suprabuddha. Or you can teach even like Buddha. Some disciple can be Buddha, and the Guru tells him, okay, you teach, but under his supervision. And when will you teach without supervision is decided by your acharya, by your teacher, not by you. It's not that Lina one day tells me, oh, I'm ready, goodbye. No, it's not like this. I have to tell her. You are ready to be autonomous, teacher. Leave. I really leave, I cannot tell her because I like her. So, no, stay. Stay. Women stay, never leave. Stay. So it's very beautiful. She's ugly, yes, leave. If she's ugly, leave. Remember my teachings. She's beautiful, stay. But it's a special guru, you know. And it's Argentinian guru are different. And so, to be autonomous teacher is your guru decided, not you. It's not that, it's not that in the past I said to myself, okay, now I can teach, boy. No, my acharya told me. Now you can teach under my supervision. Okay, I taught under his supervision for 8 years. 8 years, okay. Next one day he told me, you can do it by yourself if you want. Okay, I can. So I anyway, I stayed with him sometime, 1 more year. And next I left him. But he had to tell you, it's not your decision. It's very arrogant to decide yourself. So, except your guru is dead. You have no guru, well, maybe you have to decide yourself, but your guru is alive, no. If you do something like this, I will curse you immediately. That much when they tell me, okay, Guruji, I'm ready, sorry, goodbye, I curse him. I will curse him immediately. This is a breaking, he will be breaking the tradition, spiritual tradition. And okay, anyone like this. The guru has the right to curse if the disciple becomes like this. All the spiritual teachings come always from the self himself and from these great sages who are the self incarnate. They know the how to, okay. Nonetheless, not all the Supra Buddhas will teach. No. After liberation, Shiva will decide what is the best for you. Maybe you will be in the shadows, helping people from the shadows, not necessarily working like a guru, yes, not necessarily. Better, because to be a guru, no. Only some of them will become gurus. Apparently, the guru is the best position, yes, because look at him, yes, he's a guru. Look, no, it's terrible. You had to deal with Raman, for example, people like this, imagine. Imagine disciple like Raman you have to have. So imagine receiving messages from Raman with doubts and this. No, it's not good to be guru. No, it's bad idea. I received messages from an Italian guy now. Yes, it's crazy thing. I don't know. So no, it's not good idea to be guru. No, it's better not to be guru. I'm not joking. I'm speaking seriously. In our tradition, we say that to be in the shoes of the guru is not good. No, nobody wants to be in the shoes of the guru. Raman sent me messages at every time. Can be 3 a.m. and he sent me a message. Guruji, I feel like Shiva. What should I do? Something like this. It's all of a sudden I had to tell him something. Like, okay, go ahead. Something like this. So it's terrible. Because you have a lot of people like this. But Raman is more or less with some coherence. But some people are crazy. And you receive messages. And I receive messages. So it's not good to be guru. You deal with a lot of crazy people around. Telling you, yes, I'm ready, or something like this. Oh, it's terrible. And they want initiation like this fast. Or no, it's not good to be guru. I'm not happy in my position, no. But people think, oh, he's worshipped by disciples. He's nice to be guru with all these women around. No, it's bad. It's a bad thing. Because you have to deal with the crazy humankind, with all these psychological problems. And the experiment called This Humankind is worth the effort while the production of these holy beings is active. If the entire humankind only consisted of ordinary people, it would be doomed to be instantly terminated. If it's only these common people around, this humankind makes no sense. No sense. Most people don't know that they're living on the earth. You know this? Most people don't know that they're living on a planet. And this planet rotating around the sun. They're not conscious that they're living on the earth. That's why they treat the earth like this. Yes. They're not conscious. Plastic everywhere, yes, and because they're not conscious. where the manifestation and dissolution of the whole universe is a transfer to Shakti. It's like this to Shakti, like blinking the eyes. How difficult could the dissolution of the humankind be to this power then? So imagine it. To dissolve the entire universe is like this to Shakti, to move the eyes. Imagine to destroy this humankind, it's nothing. In fact, if we disappear forever from this universe, nobody will notice it, practically. Maybe Jupiter a little bit feeling something is moving like this, yes, because the gravity force changes. The Earth disappears, explodes. The gravity force changes across the planets, so maybe Jupiter will feel a little bit like this. Nothing else, but not important. So ants, like ants on this planet, little. And in this minuteness we have, this little size we have, is our opportunity to escape. It's good. We can escape and Maya cannot notice it. You understand? Because we are very little. So and Maya doesn't notice because we are insignificant. But all humankind cannot escape. No. That's not possible. Forget it. To change the word, to make humankind escape from Maya. No. Maya, because she notices. And it's so powerful that you cannot imagine. You cannot imagine. Masses of people controlled by Maya. It's possible. What will you do there? A mere 10 kilometers in diameter rock is more than enough to eliminate it along with most animals, plants, human pride, superpowers, and all their weaponry, etc. It's enough, yes, like the meteorite destroying the dinosaurs. It's enough to destroy humankind. With superpowers like USA, Russia, China, out. It's enough. And there is nothing they can do for now. It's just hilarious to think about the little thing that is necessary to finish humankind completely. Only a little rock. Even life as a whole would be in serious danger if the rock were to be a little bigger. Imagine 20 kilometers. This fact shows how insignificant humankind is from a material viewpoint, from the viewpoint of the physical bodies. In turn, it shows how colossal the self and his power are. They are so compassionate. It's compassion. We live because of his compassion. Even after two devastating world wars, World War I and World War II, taking place not long ago, not eons ago, I have noticed that many human beings still think that humankind is the most impressive creation of God. They behave like this. We can do whatever we want with animals, for example, because we are the best. So we can torture animals, kill animals, yes. There is no limit to human vanity. Vanity has no limit, like stupidity, human stupidity, no limit. Anyway, it's only the expressions of his great sages here which still makes the existence of humankind possible. This is why spiritual aspirants should strive for his freedom at all costs, because by doing so, he will be saving himself as well as the rest of people. If you are a sage, you save the rest of people. Your presence justifies the existence of this humankind. If you want to help humankind as a whole, help yourself. Every time one person takes a step forward on the spiritual path, the entire humankind gets benefit from that step. Now I would like to explain some apparent mysteries which bewilder most people in this world. A usual characteristic of the limited individual is that they are confounded by any nonsense created in the mind of other people. Then limited individuals argue with each other. They are addicted to disagreeing with the rest of limited individuals. You know this, yes, all the time. Hey, my opinion is this. No, I disagree. You know this. It's all the time they are disagreeing. You see on TV this, yes. Someone gives an opinion, and no, I have to disagree. Sorry. Yes, it's democracy. You know this crap, yes. It's democracy, so disagree. They never agree. Or hardly ever agree. Yes. To say yes, agree. That's why when you understand a person, you agree with that person. You cannot understand disagreeing. You cannot say, for example, oh, Liena, I understand you, but I don't agree with you. It's impossible. You understand, you agree. For example, a criminal comes to you and tells you why he committed the crime. You agree with him. So you understand him. It's very strange, yes? It's not that you are happy with his crime. You agree because in his position, he had no other option because he's an ignorant. So you agree with him. Yes, I understand. In my position, I would never do that. But in your position, yes, I understand why you did it. Because you are ignorant, you are bad, you are this, you are that. You understand? When you understand, you agree. There is no understanding disagreeing. Yes, I understand you, but I don't agree with you. No, stupid. If you visit an online forum, for example, you will always find people debating. I know this because I visit forums. They like to debate, and as most of the time no real proof is exhibited. They continue debating for eons about a lot of topics. And everybody has something to say all the time. If I tell you, what's your opinion about Tadita fixes? Yes, you don't have an opinion. Yes, I'm sure. You have an opinion about Krita fixes in Sanskrit and Tadita fixes? No opinion. But you say, what's your opinion about the destiny of Mother Russia? All of them have an opinion. They know the future of our country. They know everything. Argentina country too. We know everything. We know what is this thing? They have opinion for everything. Then they are all the time qualified to give an opinion. But this is wrong. To give a serious opinion, you need to be qualified with knowledge. It's not that you now if someone tell you you have a real opinion about this surgery, how to do this surgery to a patient. Yes, no, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Well, why you have an opinion for the destiny of this country? Yes, well, it's like this. Everybody knows. There are some topics that everybody knows about everything. Finally, they seem to conclude in the forums, for example, that in the end, one is entitled to his own opinion. This way, with this apparent respect for others' opinions, they finally come to an agreement. But this still does not reveal the truth about those topics. Because apparently they agree, yes, okay, you are entitled to your own opinion, but continue the problem. There is no light on the topic. It's all the time like this in forums. You go to forums online, you know this? In every topic all the time is a stew. All is a mixture of things and nobody come to an agreement about something. Sometimes some expert arrives, yes, we have, so this guy gives some serious opinion and the rest silent. But sometimes it's about technologies like this, for example. Some guy with a lot of knowledge come and say, yes, but you didn't know that pipi chiki chiki chuku chiki ring, and nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows nothing, obviously. So they stop posting, yes, in the forum. But in general, they politics, they have million opinions. So I'm not here to debate and postulate strange theories, bringing even more strange opinions which lead people nowhere. I will start my process of proving some topics which bewilder. You know what is bewilder, yes? Bewilder, make confused. We bewilder a great deal of people all over this planet. A lot of people are confused because of this. For example, fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown. Many people usually affirm, this is because of ignorance, I'm afraid of that which I do not know. But this is absolutely erroneous. One must first know to a certain extent in order to be afraid. You understand? I can prove my point with a simple example. I'm afraid of possible economic problems in my country. I was in Argentina at that time. Argentina is famous because all the time they have economic problems. But the problem they have is because they are brute in economy. Because they try to go against the gravity force. There is a law, the law of gravity force. So all the objects attract each other, yes? The Earth attracts stronger because it's bigger. So all the objects move to each other. The Earth look to attract all the objects because it's bigger, but really the Earth go to my hand, for example. My hand is down. The Earth goes to my hand and my hand goes to the Earth. But looks like my hand only goes to the Earth because the Earth is very, very big. This is the only difference. So this is the law of gravity force. But in Argentina, they don't want to follow this law in economy. So obviously all the time they have problems because it's brutality, lack of intelligence and competition. And some part of perversion, not perversion, perversion, no, how to say in English, wickedness. Wickedness, there is something bad, some bad people to interfere. But in general, it's ignorance. So they have problem all the time. I'm afraid, so I say, I'm in Argentina and I say, I'm afraid of possible economic problems in my country. Apparently, if the problem could occur only in the future, it should be unknown. Anyway, I know it. How? Because I have experienced it in the past. In Argentina, you all the time have problems. So you know because of the past. I cannot fear something that I have never experienced except in the form of a mental formulation as I have heard of it from other people. I deduce it, etc. But when I actually experience something, I feel it with all myself, and consequently, I understand it. From this point on, I am able to feel real fear for a future occurrence of the same thing, since I have had a first-hand experience of it. If you never have an economical crisis in your country, you don't know what this is. When you can know because someone else is speaking about this, but you say, well, okay. When you experience the economical crisis, you know, yes, because they touch your pocket, your money. So you know. For example, in Argentina, in the past, the banks stole the money from people. Didn't return money to people completely, full. Return only a part, a portion. When you experience this, you know, yes, what is this? Oh, hate banks. Oh, look at you, my money, my money. It's different. So you fear banks, yes? You don't want to put money in the bank. It's different experience because you know it. You never had this experience, so you say, well, the banks can steal your money. Look at you, but you never had experience. It's not the only country doing this in the past. Now, apparently, no, but in the past, they did it 20 years ago. They did. They return money, but the third portion, because the dollar was three times the price of our currency in Argentina, so they return our currency, but not in dollars. These people, well, these people are very smart, you know. So you put dollars and you receive pesos in Argentinian currency. But peso was 1/3 of $1 when you received. So you lost 2/3. Well, this is what the bank did in the past in Argentina. That's why people now fear banks. And when there is some problem, they go to the banks all of a sudden and grab the money and run away with the money. That's why they fear, the politicians in Argentina fear all this. Is called corridas. The runs. It's corrida, run. People run to the bank. Grab all the money and the economy collapses. Yes, that's why. But, well, they created this fear with these horrible things. So, but you need experience to fear. When you know with your experience. Till the moment I experience something, fear of that is just either non-existent or a mere mental formulation based on deduction or testimony from other people. For example, I learned from other people that an advanced extraterrestrial civilization might come here and invade my planet. This could make me be afraid of that fact, but not to the point of keeping me awake every night during months or even years. Why it is so? Because I have never experienced such an invasion before. These are mere examples, but they clearly show that to say that one is afraid of that which is unknown is just a way of speaking and not a solid truth. Some kind of knowledge must always exist before the emotion called fear can emerge with all its force. Fear of the unknown is simply an impossible thing. How to fear what you don't know? For example, you will have a sickness you don't know, and you have to fear now. Yes, oh, I will have this sickness, but you don't know the sickness. So how? You cannot fear. You fear sickness you know, especially you had it before. Yes? Or you hear a lot, oh, people are dying of this, so you fear because you know through other people. For example, cancer, yes, rak. You fear through other people. My father died of cancer. Oh, I fear. So fear through other people, but you didn't have the experience, but you see the experience of other people, so you have testimony there. Okay, for today is enough. Next, I mention all this in order to prove reincarnation next satsanga. Next satsanga, we'll continue with our talk about reincarnation. That's why I was speaking about fear of the unknown, to prove reincarnation. When people say, oh, how to prove reincarnation, I will prove by means of this argument. Okay, for today is enough. Om Namah Shivaya.